Let's talk about H&R Block versus FreeTaxUSA. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. I want to first start with H&R Block. So basically, H&R Block actually was founded in 1955. So this is really a long time ago. But the company continues today to be one of the most well-known tax preparation companies. In addition to their website, they also have hundreds of local tax preparation offices in the country. So we're talking about 12,000 to 13,000 offices, including tax offices on 100 U.S. military bases around the world. So this is just fantastic. So when we talk about H&R Block, what are the tax services? So they offer several ways for customers to file their taxes. So you can file online, you can file in one of their offices, their brick and mortar offices, or you can download software. So in terms of filing online, they offer different tax preparation packages to file online. So they have free, basic, deluxe, and premium. In terms of filing in one of their offices, customers will be able to actually work with their tax pros, and they'll guarantee the work of all of their tax professionals. And you also can download software. So H&R Block has several tax preparation software packages available. So this is kind of cool. So when we talk about the H&R Block tax preparation software, they actually offer four tax prep software packages, and will help customers find out which package is best for their financial situation. And the cool thing is that their tax prep software includes the following, and customers can choose between Mac or Windows operating systems. So they have basic, deluxe, premium and business tax. So basic is best for simple tax solutions, and this will cost you about $30 to $40. Deluxe is recommended for homeowners or investors. It will cost you about $60 to $75. Premium is for taxpayers that are who are self-employed and own rental property, and so you have to pay somewhere from $75 to $90. And premium and business tax software is best for small business owners, and that will cost you about $80 to $125. Okay, so this is really cool. So when you think about H&R Block, think about the possibility to file online, file at one of their offices, or file through software. So the choice is really yours. This is kind of cool because you have flexibility. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let's talk about H&R Block tax software features. So all of the earlier H&R Block tax preparation software packages, what I just told you, they actually include the following. So you have a maximum refund guarantee. You have 5 federal e-files free of charge. You have free unlimited advice from a tax expert. You have 100% accuracy guaranteed, and you have data security. So this is kind of cool. So this is basically what you will get if you were to go with their tax preparation software packages. And their deluxe and premium and business software packages offer many more features that include: you're able to maximize mortgage and real estate deductions, the option to automatically value and optimize your charitable donations. You have assistance on investment income and stock options. This is really cool. You can maximize deductions from self-employment income, Schedule C, which is very helpful for those who work for themselves or are freelancers. This is kind of cool. You have guidance for rental property income and expenses, Schedule E here. And then you have a corporate, so C corporation, S corporation, partnership, and LLC, estate and trust, nonprofit tax returns. So this is kind of cool because basically, if you have the deluxe, like if you have the business software package, the premium and business software package, you basically can file your Form 1120, Form 1120S, Form 1065, Form 990, okay, along with the ancillary and necessary schedules. For instance, if you file a Form 1065, then you will file alongside that form, you will file you will file Schedule K1. So again, here, basically what the cool thing is that you have the ability to actually have all the forms that you need. Okay. And one thing I also need to say here is that when we talk about H&R Block, we're talking about having tax pros at their offices. So let's say if you have a complicated tax situation and you say, you know what, I'm going to try to file this myself. And you start filing your return, and you realize you're stuck because you don't have the answers. The good thing is that you have the ability to actually talk to an H&R Block expert, and he or she will actually explain to you what to do. And the cool thing is you can actually talk to that person on the phone, at a branch, or via chat. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about H&R Block versus FreeTaxUSA. Let me talk to you about FreeTaxUSA. So basically, I just spoke to you about H&R Block. Now let's talk about FreeTaxUSA. So FreeTaxUSA does not offer tax software to download. All of their tax preparation software is online. Okay, so they have 3 different options on their website with great prices. So they have. So I'll speak about that later on. One thing I want to say is that when we talk about FreeTaxUSA online tax preparation, basically, first of all, their website can seem confusing with their tax preparation options. And so at this time, they are offering for free the following 3 tax prep options. So simple is easy enough for first-time filers that include step-by-step guidance. Then you have basic, that is best for homeowners, HSA contributions, and earned income credits. And then you have advanced, that's just great for those with investments, own a small business, or with a K1 income. Okay, and it's one of those things where you have to really see where you actually stand. And FreeTaxUSA, they actually show the following 2 main online tax preparation options. So they have actually a free edition. So they offers a free federal tax preparation, including e-file service, printing of tax returns, federal tax extension service if needed, and an online backup of completed tax returns. Then they have the deluxe edition that basically will actually offer all the options in the free version, plus amended tax returns, priority customer support, live chat, and audit assistance. So this is kind of cool. So one thing I want to say is that the options I just spoke to you about, they are for federal tax filings, state tax filings, because the state tax filings are a little different because they're charging you. FreeTaxUSA is charging a little more for that. Okay, and so FreeTaxUSA also offers the ability to file or amend previous year tax returns, which is really a big relief, because if you have, let's say, you're working on multiple returns and you realize that you have actually skipped 1 year of federal filing, having the ability to file right then and there through free tax is really good. But we also love the fact that e-file has Free Tax USA has a great UX and UI. So the user experience is really is more than decent on Free Tax USA. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about H&R Block versus FreeTaxUSA. Let me give you the details here. So it's really important to really understand that. So when we talk about, when we compare and contrast the FreeTaxUSA versus H&R Block, I want to really go a little granular here. So let's talk about the platforms supported. So FreeTaxUSA supports, it's actually a SaaS web sort of platform. So this is what it is. In terms of H&R Block, here you have Windows, you also have Mac. So this is kind of cool. And in terms of the support, you have online support for FreeTaxUSA. For H&R Block, you have online support. You also have 24/7 live support, especially during tax season. You also have business hours are really also available. In terms of when we talk about FreeTaxUSA, the pricing is really kind of straightforward. Now their API is kind of non-existent though. So FreeTaxUSA is really sort of absent when it comes to API. What about the H&R Block? H&R Block is way better. So basically you can integrate your third-party app into H&R Block backend and that will work, not a problem, okay? This is definitely not a problem. But in terms of support, you basically have H&R Block actually being there for you, not only physically in terms of going to their branch, but also via I'm just blanking here. So you can do video call. That's what I meant. So you can do video call, not a problem. Now, in terms of pricing, I must say that FreeTaxUSA is more affordable than H&R Block. I mean, H&R Block is basically it's expensive, but hey, listen, you get what you pay for. You get the quality, you get the support 24/7, and you also have the ability. Also have the expertise, and you also have the brick and mortar sort of coverage, the brick and mortar branch coverage. This is kind of fun, but yeah, if budgeting is the only thing you care about, then you want to go with FreeTaxUSA. You will save a lot of money with FreeTaxUSA. You might not get the same features, the same bells and whistles, but you will get your taxes filed, not a problem. Continuing the compare and contrast here, let's talk about training. So the cool thing is when you talk about FreeTaxUSA and H&R Block, you have training, not a problem, okay? And so training can actually be through documentation. That's what they do. And but the thing is, there are no webinars. There is no live training online. There's no in-person training. If you need that, you need to actually contact your local H&R Block branch and see what they have for you. But FreeTaxUSA, everything happens online, so you can't really. They don't even have a brick and mortar sort of location like a store. So it's one of those things where you have to just communicate with them online. Now the thing is that when we talk about how long these two companies have been operating, is really there's a big delta here because H&R Block was founded in 1955. Think about it, and FreeTaxUSA was founded in 2001. So it's been like FreeTaxUSA has been really here like a little more recently, okay? And so the company, but those two companies are legit. They are really worth it. They are really worth considering their time. So it's one of those things where you have to see what you really want, okay? Now, if you don't like H&R Block or FreeTaxUSA, there are other alternatives. You have Liberty Tax Service. You have a TurboTax, you have TaxSlayer, you have Tax Act, okay? You have you have efile.com, and so you have TaxSlayer Pro. So you do have choices when it comes to choosing what you want. And also, one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about H&R Block, the categories, FreeTaxUSA, you have corporate tax, you have tax preparation. H&R Block, you have tax preparation also, but also corporate tax. And in terms of integrations, there are no really decent integrations for FreeTaxUSA, but you do have a lot of integrations for H&R Block, including H&R Block Business. Okay, and one thing I want to say actually here is that when it comes to integrations, Tax Act, another competitor, is way better because the Tax Act they have integrations to multiple third-party apps, including Black Century and Quinley. So this is kind of cool. Let's talk about an alternative here. So if for any reason you've tried like H&R Block and you don't like it, or you tried a FreeTaxUSA, you don't like it, there's an alternative here, TurboTax. So TurboTax is actually a well-known tax preparation software package that's owned by Intuit, right? And so they've been in the business for over 25 to 30 years. And so they actually have been doing a lot of stuff. And they offer many different software packages for everyone who needs to keep track of and file their taxes. So when we talk about the TurboTax product and prices, basically they make it easy for everybody to find which of the tax preparation software products are right for you. So their website includes tax software that will actually work for the following situations: single, have children and or dependents, own a home, sold stocks or bonds, or own rental property, own a business or are a sole proprietor, corporate or partnerships. And so TurboTax offers the following tax preparation software packages. So they have basic, they have deluxe, they have premier, and they have home. And so the basic is actually recommended for those who would like step-by-step guidance. This includes 5 federal e-files, but state forms are an additional cost. It's really important to mention that. Deluxe is recommended for maximizing your deductions. And so this package includes 5 federal e-files and 1 state download for a paid price of $59 to $75. Then you have the Premier, which is actually recommended for those who have investments and rental property. And then you have the Home and Business Tax Software, which is actually recommended for personal business owners and self-employed. And so all 4 tax preparation software includes the following features. So you have 100% accurate calculations and the maximum refund guarantee. You have easy prep, print, and e-file. The software will work you through the tax return and actually double check your answers as you go along. So you have the ability to transfer financial data like W-2 forms, investment and mortgage information, and import from Quicken and QuickBooks. And you have guides that allows you to go through the latest tax laws and healthcare laws. You have the ability to import last year's tax data from TurboTax and other tax preparation software. So you also have a service that will help you if you get audited. So customers will get free one-on-one audit guidance. So this is kind of fantastic. So what is our verdict here? So if you were to compare and contrast H&R Block versus FreeTaxUSA, which one should you really choose? The thing is that your choice will depend on your situation. So when we talk in general about choosing a tax software provider, we pay attention to a few things. So we pay attention to the ease of use, the cost and fees, the technical and tax assistance, and customer support options. Okay. Basically, when I'm talking about ease of use, we're talking about, first of all, we all know that tax return filing might be challenging, but you want to make sure that you ask yourself a few questions before you go to H&R Block or FreeTaxUSA. Does their product have easy navigation menus to identify where to input tax filing forms? Is there a Q&A interview tax interview that asks the right questions to guide you through the tax forms required to complete your tax return? Are there multiple support options, including phone, email, live chat, and expert tax assistance to help you through the process? Is it possible to take a test drive before paying for the product? Okay, you also want to pay attention to the cost and fees. So selecting a product that not only fits your needs, but also doesn't break your budget is key. So that's why it's a great idea to review the price of each product, whether it is H&R Block or FreeTaxUSA. And you also want to consider the following. Which tax forms does it include and which tax situations are supported? For example, can you file for free or if you have a student loan interest deduction? What add-ons does the product offers? Is there good customer support, a tax deduction, a finder tool, or a tax expert available if you need one? So this is one of those things where you got to think about the backup plan. And is there an additional fee for filing state taxes? How much? Does the product include a flat fee for multiple states or will you charge per state? You also got to think about the technical and tax assistance. So the bottom line here is that before you buy tax software, it's important to identify your specific requirements. So take the time to think about your financial picture and the particulars of your earnings and expenses. And so do you work freelance, for example? Do you have investments or other passive forms of income? So think about those things before actually making the big jump. So if you were to choose H&R Block versus FreeTaxUSA, go for H&R Block if you really prioritize customer service, quality, and guidance. Go for FreeTaxUSA if you care about affordability. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I did a quick compare and contrast between H&R Block and FreeTaxUSA. So here is a recap. So I spoke about it. I gave you the review, the details, the alternative, okay, the verdict, and finally, I'm doing the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.